What's up guys, if you drive an old C-Class Mercedes like this, or maybe an old E-Class like this, or something similar like this, then stick around, this video is for you. This is the custom intake I made for my car. I'm going to teach you guys how to make the same one for yours. It should work as long as your throttle body is in the back. Now if you have a different model like a CLS or E-Class, you might have to make a little bit of some adjustments, but it's all pretty straightforward. Let's get into it. You're going to want to head over to VRP Speed and get yourself one of those silicone white pipes. You do have the option to select different throttle body sizes. I use the 90mm one. You can maybe get away with using the 82mm, but the 90 is a little bit better. Next, get yourself a single 3-inch pipe to extend the 90s. Next up, you're also going to need two 90-degree 3-inch pipes as well. So you can buy them off Amazon or wherever. You're also going to want to get yourself 4 3-inch silicone couplers. Also go ahead and grab yourself two of these 3.5-inch to 3-inch silicone reducer couplers. Next up, you're going to want to grab 2 of these Spectrate inline air boxes, the 3-inch ones. They already come with the filter, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Depending on which car you have, mine has the secondary vacuum air pump. I didn't want to obstruct it. I haven't deleted it yet. And so I just wanted it to breathe freely, so I got myself one of these. And then to make sure that nothing got lodged in the secondary air pump so it can just flow freely, I got myself one of these air filters that you attach to the 1-inch pipe. And once you have all the parts, intake should look like something like this. I do want to mention you're going to have to cut your intake boots down to size, but overall this whole setup costed me about $560. But it's definitely worth it. You do get a lot more throttle response out of it. If you guys did like the video, please do leave a like. And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. As for anything else, I will post a video tomorrow when I have more time on how to assemble the whole thing. So don't worry and stay tuned.
A few moments later.
Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install this cold air intake as promised. In the background, I took off the setup, put my stock setup back on. Do keep in mind this is completely reversible. You don't really need a tune unless you want to push more power out of it. So if you ever want to revert back to stock, you can always just take it out, put it back in, and call it a day. First things first, what you want to do is just take this out. Don't need it. Unhook these tubes. Take them out, toss them out, toss it out. Pop this off, unplug this. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's actually probably can sell that off for something. Anyways, you're gonna grab this white pipe from VRP and you're gonna grab 3 hose clamps, 2 3-inch and 1 3.5-inch. Just put it on the bottom like that. And then you just stick it onto the throttle body elbow. Good. All right, guys, what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your 2 of these 90-degree 3-inch pipes. You're also gonna need 2 3-inch couplers and a lot of 3-inch hose clamps as well. And then you're also gonna need 2 of these 3-inch pieces. I just cut them off from a 3-inch pipe. He recommended you cut them about 3 inches, whatever. Good. You're gonna wanna do something like this. You're gonna put the 3-inch piece into the coupler, put the 90 into the coupler, extend it, put 2 hose clamps on either side. Pretty much once you have this, you just pretty much stick it into there. Into the white pipe it goes. Once you have put that piece together, grab your other 90, put the coupler on it. Once you got this assembled, just stick it into the other side like this. Also, another thing I do want to point out is on the 4MATICs, don't be afraid, you do have the brake line. Essentially, once you get that in, you can just push off the brake line like that. Once you get that piece on, you're gonna get 2 of these, and it does have the filter inside. It does come with it, so you don't have to worry about it. You're also going to get 2 3-inch silicone couplers and about 4 hose clamps. What you do is you're going to grab a 3-inch coupler and put it onto the filter. Grab the hose clamp and just attach it to this. Keep up.
just grab your other one and do the same thing for the other side. Once you get both filters on, what you're going to do is you're going to grab your intake boot, just put it on temporarily, and then just try to cut it down to size so it fits. What I did was I just tore the top off from a different intake boot and just kind of put it down to here, and then just marked it off from a diagonal cut. And afterwards, once you do that, it should look something like this. All right, so once you got your intake boot cut down to size, you can just assemble it like this. And just put the top part like this, and then just grab a 3.5 to a 3-inch reducer coupler, and you can just put it onto this one. It should attach like this. All right, and then you're gonna grab 2 hose clamps, and then you're just gonna put it onto, you're just gonna attach it to the grill like this, and then you're just gonna slide this into there like this, and then you just tighten off the 2 hose clamps. All right, so once you got that side done, it's a rinse and repeat on the next side. You're just pretty much repeating every single step twice because the same side is the same as the other. One thing I do want to mention is when you get the hose clamp tightened on this side, do pull it out and just check on the inside to make sure it's not like moved off to the side, or it's like blocking off the airway. Just make sure it's perfectly synced up, and then you just put it back in like this, and then you just tighten that off. What you're going to want to do is grab a 1-inch pipe and a filter for the secondary air pump. What you're going to do is you're just going to have something like this. You're going to add a second hose clamp to it, and you're just going to push it into here, and then you're just going to tighten it. Once you guys have something like this, what you're going to want to do is grab a zip tie, because the last thing you want is for this thing to be just flying around. And you're just going to put this around the ECU, and then you're just going to tighten it off like this. Once you have it finished, it should look something like this. You can always just push it down to make it fit a little bit better. One thing I do want to make note is to check the oil on this setup. You do have to take out this side, which is pretty easy. You just unbolt that, kind of slide it out, and you have access to it. Other than that, if you guys have any questions, do let me know in the comments. If you guys like this video, please leave a like, and then just let me know other suggestions you guys want me to do.